Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you and enjoy the show.
People, we are in the air. Yes, we are. Sorry about missing yesterday, but it was some important stuff came up, and we have to take care of our health and wellness. So I was at the hospital taking care of health and wellness.
Gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Gotta do what we got to do. Got to do what we got to do. Got to do what we got to do. Spent a whole lot of my insurance money. Spent a lot of it. I know that bill, that hospital bill, when it hits, buddy, it's going to be horrendous, obscene. Cause they gonna charge for everything, even the even the little booties on your feet. We gave some booties, put them on your feet. But anyway, people, we are here back here today. I hope everybody is doing very well. My voice might be a little foggy here for a little bit, but we back here. Oh man, we have every day there is a wealth of stuff going on. I mean, an absolute wealth of stuff going on. Uh, Remember, I think the other day brought the fact about this Burkina Faso, the country, and their president Ibrahim Traore or whatever. Well, he's been getting a lot of notoriety, and because of all these threats and stuff that's happened to him, guess who's showing up to be sent some personal guards there for him? He's got a personal entourage of guards to guard him along with his regular troops that he has. North Korea,
Who?
they sent a personal guards to guard him.
Guard
Um,
who?
the president, Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso.
Really?
Yes, they did. They sent him a entourage of guards and stuff to guard him 24/7. North Korea did this. He get a lot of attention, man. A lot of attention. Where people I guess, don't want to. I don't know. We have ceded our diplomatic pressure, all of our stuff, to these other folks and stuff, around the world, and we don't know who is going to be coming in and taking over. And a lot of these folks and stuff who've lost aid and stuff, who are upset about our imperialism and stuff, and coming in and trying to uh, take away from our folks and stuff out there. They decided that they're going to find other partners or other friends and stuff around the world. So North Korea has pounded in there along, and Russia came in there and bought their air defense and stuff, and China came in there and bought their technology and stuff in there too. So hey, they offer them this stuff because they are we have ceded our power, and
Hey,
that's
he don't give a shit about black people, bruh. He don't
well.
care what kind of power they got
It's not
and how
he,
much money
but
they got.
he. You can't continue to see that power and stuff and everything. Almost like what happened in Ukraine and stuff yesterday. You know, Russia attacked them and stuff, and one of the places that they attacked was an American business, blew the place up, and they are Russia is sending out all these drones and these missiles and stuff, and they are going into some of these borderline countries and stuff there in the European Union and dropping a few bombs on them. So they are, I guess, uh, Vladimir said, "Piss on y'all. I'm a bomb whoever the hell I want to bomb." And if there was any doubt that his aggression is not going to stop there at Ukraine. He erased all of that and stuff yesterday.
He ain't stopped nothing.
He said, well, they were hoping that Ukraine would be the buffer, but now they realize that he just flying right over Ukraine and stuff and hit these other border countries and stuff of Ukraine, bombing them. So hey,
Man, this man got these people. And the thing is, we can't depend on our news here because we ain't getting it. We ain't getting it. They ain't putting it on the national news. They ain't putting it on the cable news. A lot of this stuff that's going on. And if they do mention it, it's like a blip, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. They have no investigative reporters. They don't have people out in the field. We don't know what's going on, bro. You know, I know you got a lot of stuff. But I just want to say this.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead because we got it. We're gonna keep this thing going for a while. Let's go.
Did you see? Well, maybe not, but I'm on this. A few people who are really destroying this country and has the ear of 47. Sebastian Gorka, Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and Curtis Yarwin. You ever heard of Curtis Yarwin? Let me just tell you about this guy. Besides Peter Thiel and Curtis Yarwin, Yarvin, he is only a blogger, but a very famous blogger, very right-wing conservative blogger who has a whole lot of influence. He's supposed to be a software developer. That's supposed to be his trade. And I mention all of those names because I was listening to Gorka talking about how 47 is handling everything so magnificently. So magnificently. We try to find out every 30 minutes there's something different. We're trying to keep up with him. And he was bragging about certain things and what he claimed that the country is doing, which is really dividing the world and alienating our allies. And you have someone like Steve Bannon running around talking trash. And Stephen Miller. So I'm looking at all of this and I'm saying, how does this work? Because, see, ideology is very important. We know Elon Musk is a German. We know Peter Thiel. I don't know exactly what Peter Thiel is. I read one day he was a German, but he's supposed to be Jewish too, and I know he gay.
Yeah, he gay. Yes.
And Steve Banner, I don't know what the hell he is. And you know, I think he's just a person that want to get attention or something. I don't know.
He loves power.
There you go. And we know Stephen Miller ain't nothing but a white racist.
He relishes power, but he got some Nazism in him.
Yeah. And I think Gorka too, same thing. So when you look at all these people that has his ear, because see, the thing is, who's around this man? Because see, he don't have all the faculties and everything. You know, people just throw something up at the thing that he reads off of. They give him a bunch of papers to read off of, and then he might go off on the sideline about something ridiculous, and then he'll come back to it. But the bottom line is that these people are running this country, and it's probably about another half a dozen more. But the bottom line is that they lying to the American people, and they're going to continue to lie. And the people is feeling it right now. I know, sure in the hell I'm feeling it, bro, because every time I go to the grocery store, a pound of coffee for $8.99. Come on, bro. I used to pay $4.99 for that coffee.
Hey, you got to pay to be in Trump's world. We in Mar-a-Lago, brother. We got to pay to get in here.
And the eggs is still damn near $4.
You got to pay to be in Donald's world, brother.
The only thing that went down a few cents, probably 20, 30 cents, is the gas.
Yep, it's remained stable for some reason or another. I have no idea why.
Well,
Yes.
that's the deal. Trump already then gave them. You heard what he said. If you do this for me, this is what I'm gonna do for you.
Yep,
giving
he has
them more
kept them.
leases.
He's kept the gas prices and stuff down there. But I guess there is probably a small reason and stuff why the gas prices are so low. It's because a lot of people are buying these electric cars, and there's a lot of electric cars out there, so they're not using a lot of gas. So hey, that may
Didn't
be
he
helping
stop the
us.
pump movement?
Pardon?
Biden had set up where he would be putting those pumps all over the country.
Well, he
Didn't he
stopped
stop
that.
that? Yeah,
Yep,
he stopped
that. He stopped all of that. But a lot of the people and stuff who have bought those cars and everything, they have already installed their own personal charging stations and stuff and everything. And uh, you seen these new gas stations that come out called Bucky's?
Yes.
Okay, well, Bucky's and stuff now have installed electric charging stations and stuff at their gas station, and
Okay.
they are building huge stations and stuff all over the country, and they have almost a huge bank of electric stations and stuff there at their gas station. So there are people and stuff that who are providing these electric things and stuff for them personally, doing it through their own entity, their own gas stations and stuff or whatever. So yes, they know that there are people who are buying electric cars because it's eventually going to be cheaper. But I can't understand how this knucklehead can cut out all of this free energy, the wind and the solar, and he's stupid enough to tell people and everything that that's not the thing of the future. And he's telling people to burn coal and gas and stuff and everything, those fossil fuels. And he's trying to tell people and stuff this is the best thing to do. Did you see that telecast he had yesterday when he was supposed to be going out with the military folks in D.C. Gonna go out and do a night patrol?
I didn't see it, but I seen a snippet.
Yeah, he did a whole hour and a half and stuff, sitting there and just talking. Wow, 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 wow. He was just ranting and raving and all kinds of stuff and everything. And some of the people and stuff there and everything, even though they were military people, you can see a lot of them were just shaking their heads and stuff and everything about what this man was saying, that they didn't even believe it. So people are starting to, even the military folks and the folks around him and stuff and everything, people again, they understand that there's something wrong with him. He's got a problem and stuff and everything, and he thinks that he doesn't. And he thinks people like him, and he's but his likability, his approval rating and stuff is going way down. Even with the folks and stuff that he depended upon to do the job that he wants them to do, and he wants to ask Congress for $2 billion to redo Washington D.C.
Redo. What are
Yeah,
you gonna redo it with?
he wants to come in there, and because he's a real estate mogul and everything, he says, we're gonna beautify this city. We're gonna put new buildings in here, new streets, everything, and fix it all up and redo it and stuff, so it'll be like our own Mar-a-Lago. But he wants $2 billion. He wants Congress to give him $2 billion. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it or not. He might just go ahead and steal it, and just take it, because
Oh,
without Congress.
He's gonna take at least 5% of that out and put
Yeah,
it in
well,
his pocket.
he's already doing that. He's getting these companies now. They started. He started with the attorney firms and stuff, and they done gave up stuff to him, and now he's going after these private entities. And the latest sucker is Intel.
Yep. What exactly was the deal? Because I didn't get a chance to read it. Did he
It
get
was
5 or 10% of that?
well, he told them that he wanted a total of $20 billion, and they said that they're going to give it to him. He said that they're going to give it to him. Now, Intel hasn't said that they're going to give it to him. He says that he negotiated something with them, and they're going to give him $20 billion. There is no guardrails tied out around him now. He doesn't have any guardrails at all. He didn't turn the White House into a storefront. You might well put the Trump store, Trump country store, because he grifting his butt off. It's almost laughable and everything that he's doing this. We have to accept this for at least another year and a half. Hopefully, we get one of those houses and stuff back in the midterm, so we can at least slow them down a little bit. Wow, it is just it's out of this world, man. What else is going on here? He's doing something else. I know he got his fingers in everything. Oh, the story he's telling and stuff now is that he won that case.
That's a
The,
lot.
the Supreme Court, the New York Supreme Court says he doesn't have to pay that fine, all that money, because they took too much money from him, so they cut the money down. I didn't even read the damn thing, because I know he was lying, because they turned around and said that he was guilty. But he telling everybody he ain't guilty. Well, they turned me loose. They can't do anything to me. I said, I told you, everybody out to get me. But most people and stuff who got any kind of sense would have read the daggone law, or kept on reading and everything, and found out that the state Supreme Court did say he was guilty. And they made that known. It was just that the fine and stuff was just too high. That's the only thing that they did. They reduced his fine down, because I think he's already paid like $200 and some $million and stuff, and they holding it $250 million he had to pay. So I guess they're going to reduce the fine down to $250 million, the money that he's already paid them. So, oh man! But he said he won. Now he told everybody he won. I won.
Well, they wanted over 500 million.
Yep. They wanted over 500 million. Plus, he was going to have to pay interest and stuff on that money, as long as he was fighting the case. As long as he was fighting the case, he was going to pay interest on that $500 million. So the bill was rolling up. Okay, people. Our good friend, Robert Kennedy, the fisher of men. He was, when they put 147 bullets into the CDC the other day. They broke all the windows out. He down there fishing. They showed him fishing. He got him a carp or something, or catfish or something. He caught. he holding the catfish up, and his people, and they shooting the building up, the CDC up. So they finally tell him what's going on. He finished fishing. So to reward the people at the CDC, he said he gonna fire 350 of them. 350 of them that lost their job. I'm gonna fire y'all. Too many of y'all up in this building and stuff. You targets and stuff. All the maniacs. So I'm gonna fire y'all. You don't need no jobs up in here.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I bet these Democrats wish the day that they didn't get out there and hustle.
You got some Republicans who wish they got out there and didn't vote for this mess, man. We ain't talking about Democrats, we're talking about them Republicans. Some of them MAGA folks and stuff is pissed off at his ass. Oh, man. I couldn't believe he did that. He turned around and said, well, I'm going to fire 350 y'all. You going to give me? You be seeing y'all termination paper. Oh, my goodness. I don't know, man. This is too much here. I don't know. So, before we came on air, people, we're talking about California. Gavin Newsom. He legislative branch in California has passed a plan to do some redistricting. So we're going to have to wait until November to what the people have to say, because they're putting it out there so the folks can vote on it. If the people in California vote for it, the Republicans are going to lose at least 5 seats in California. Guaranteed. Now, those seats and stuff in Texas, they may or may not do what they supposed to do. May or may not. I don't know. People, even the Republicans are saying that there's no guarantee that they're going to win all them seats. No guarantee at all. Because there's too many people that moved into the state of Texas. They have no idea what they're going on. And the map was drawn by somebody in Trump's White House. And they're not very reliable, because at the Putin-Trump retreat, they left all the schedule and all the important documents in the printer there at the hotel, so people can pick them up and show everybody. Say, hey, we got the agenda. They left it in the printer. Oh, man, that was some of the stupidest stuff I ever seen. And I hope you folks and stuff out there watch what was going on. We got a car called a Beast. And Trump invited that daggone Putin to ride in the Beast. And as the car was driving off and the news people were fanning on it, Putin turned his head around and licked his tongue out at the American people. He said, I got him. They got him. They got Trump. He threw. He done put me in his ride. Oh man, he is embarrassing us, Ted. That is an embarrassment. I can't. I mean, I'm embarrassed, man. I'm not kidding you, man. I'm truly embarrassed at it. Oh my goodness. Mm. What have we got here? And now Putin owns him, I guess. Well, he owned him already, but he just shown out now. Yeah, I got him. I got you, boy. He mine. He no longer belong to the American people. Oh, and he's showing it. He's destroying this country for him. It doesn't make any sense to it. I heard you a couple of minutes ago to talk about you don't understand what's going on and why these people are doing this stuff. They are actually destroying this country. I don't see any benefit in what they're doing. I don't see any benefit in destroying the farm industry. I don't see any benefit in destroying manufacturing. He's running these people out of this country. I
Well,
don't see I don't see no benefit in dogging your trading partners. You got two trading partners that have been doing damn good, man. People have prospered. The car industry has prospered because they're trading back and forth. And he's gotten rid of his trading partners. People who've been wanting to deal with him. You got Japan, they want to work with him. They got India, they want to work with him. We want to keep trading back and forth, but he just slapping them in the face with bull crap. India, you buying oil from Russia. Well, damn, China buying oil from Russia. That matter of fact, China buying more oil than
they're
India is
buying oil
buying.
from Iran.
Right. They buy from all of them folks, and then he ain't saying nothing about them. He's sitting at the table with them, begging them to trade. But he told India, I'm gonna put a 50% tariff on you. That don't even make economical sense. That don't even make common sense.
Now, I don't know where this information came from, and I don't even know if it's true, but I'm going to. Now, this right here is an AI overview. This is what they claim. It says GE Aerospace and GE Vernova investing billions in U.S. manufacturing and creating thousands of jobs. Merck invested $8 billion U.S. manufacturing and building a new facility in North Carolina. Siemens, SIEMENS, investing $285 million in the U.S. electrical product manufacturing. Seneca, CAICA Group, Spanish company, building a new manufacturing facility in Indiana. And NVIDIA, pledging to manufacture AI supercomputers entirely in the U.S. IBM investing $150 billion in U.S. technology AI infrastructure. And this goes on and on, bro. It goes on and on. Now,
You want my input on this, or I'm gonna let you finish? Go ahead.
okay, I will say a couple more. Clarios, I never heard of this company, CLARIOS, announcing a $6 billion American energy manufacturing strategy. And then Diego North American investing in a new Alabama manufacturing facility. So all of these companies are investing in the South. I got that part. Those are all the red states.
Mhm.
So why companies are moving back? Here's the reason why. Economic incentives, government policies, and investments encouraging domestic production. Tariffs, the risk of tariffs on imported goods makes U.S. production more attractive. supply chain resilience, reducing dependence on overseas supplies to migrate distribution and risk, faster delivery and responsiveness, high product quality. So those are the reasons, and those are the potential manufacturing. Now those jobs probably not even 20,000 jobs, or even possibly for that. That is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But they're claiming that they done did pretty close to $20 trillion worth of business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that might be true. All of that might be true. But when you're talking about, here's the thing, what's going to happen to all of these people that's losing all of their safety nets? And then he already said he done made an executive order getting rid of all the homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no, well, I can't say there's no outcry. It's a lot of outcry. But the power, it seems like the other side does not have any power, Ed. They have no power. Only thing they got is the courts. That's it. The only power, I'm saying this, the only power that's going to stop this is that you got to have 50 million people, 100 million people out there protesting.
Well, my input on all of these companies and stuff who are talking about making investments and stuff into the United States, it's they're betting that eventually this knucklehead will not be around by the time all of these investments and stuff are bringing fruit and everything and stuff to their table. And they're hoping and stuff because most of those projects and stuff, but they're planning on building these things, it's going to take them at least 4 or 5 years and stuff for them things to be completed, built, and put online. So they're investing in stuff and hoping that he he won't be around and that there will be someone else sitting in that White House and everything who's going to help them to actually bring some manufacturing stuff back here. But we have to realize and stuff and everything that what they are talking about investing into is AI, and these are data centers and stuff that they are building. Most of these data centers and stuff, Ted, is full of machines, almost totally machines. That's all it is.
Robots.
It's not a lot of. It's not even robots. These are computers, miles and miles of them, just stacked up, running and gaining data and gaining energy that and eating the energy up. That's all it is. You might have maybe 20 people inside that big plant. That's it. That's what they're building. And the fact is that you have companies like China and stuff who are already building these data centers. Well, these data centers and stuff and everything, Ted, once they become up and they get online, all of them are going to share information. They're going to share information that's over in China. They're going to share information that's in Europe. They're going to share information that's in Asia. Wherever they build these things, they are all going to be tied in. So it's to each country advantages and stuff and everything to build these huge data centers. The only drawback is that they use huge amounts of electricity. And this knucklehead and stuff will not let is talking against having solar farms and wind farms and stuff to help offset some of that loss in electricity to residential people and the cities and stuff around them. Some of those data centers, Ted, use about as much electricity as a small city. And they have potentials of using a lot more. And we are and our power grid and stuff can't handle it right now. They're not capable of even handling it.
Well,
So
that's
these
why they're
people,
talking about using, I guess the term is nuclear facilities.
well, I don't about it. How long did it take to build a nuclear
Ooh,
plant
years.
reactor? Man, you're talking 10, 15 years.
Yeah. They've
Yeah,
been talking about that for years.
yeah. And nobody's even started building them yet. The best thing that they can do and stuff is like I think Apple and stuff has started doing. uh, not Microsoft, but
Sony.
Google has started to talk about doing it. They're building these data centers and stuff, and they got huge solar farms and stuff already set up to help offset the electric power that they're going to need because they figure that if they have their own energy source and everything, that they're going to save a lot of money, millions, billions of dollars, because if they have to pay that high cost of energy or the electric costs and everything, it's going to add to it's going to add a whole heck of a lot to their negative side of the balance sheet. So I think it's a gamble, and I'm hoping that they get this stuff done. But I know this stuff is all they're saying is down the road, and they're hoping down the road is past Trump's time here in power. That's all they're hoping. That he won't be around by the time everything starts, and then they can go ahead and start doing what they want to do and start building more solar energy and all that stuff. Eventually, Ted, what I'm hoping and stuff is that once this summer gun leaves or once somebody else gets into power, that they allow some of these electric cars and stuff that China had the capabilities and stuff of bringing here. Those cars, man, electric cars are like 35, $40,000, and those are the $40,000 cars are the expensive ones. And these electric cars that these people are building, Ted, them summer guns got battery life and stuff in it and everything that would take those cars, 800-900 miles range. So, and I would love to have one. They are very nice from what I've seen. They're very nice, and I would love to see them. I really would. And I'm hoping and stuff that down the road and stuff that we will get a chance to share some of that technology and stuff that China has, because they have some GPS capable of satellites up there in the air, man, that beats Starlink hands down. That's my take.
I'm gonna name some sectors. I know we talked about this last week, and we were talking. Well, it was this week actually, and we were talking about the different businesses that these people that's losing their government jobs, and a lot of stuff is repetitious. But I'm looking at one of the sectors: arts and entertainment media, movies,
Mm-hmm.
music, performing arts. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at that particular sector, that's where a lot of black people make their money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't have any automotive manufacturing. Now, agriculture, we are into that. Even though it's only about 1% of the whole thing, as far as that goes. Farming, livestock, forestry, and fishing. We need land for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you got aviation and aerospace.
Mm-hmm.
How many black people's into that? It's a lot of people that's working for the aerospace, a lot of engineers, a lot of that kind of thing, but nothing that's solid as far as building, as far as a company. Banking and finance, well, we got a few bankers, we got some banks and, big time mortgage people and that kind of thing like that. Construction,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we lacking. Building.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at that, to me, that is one of the most crucial things. But then when you're into construction, you got to have material, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that material, is coming from other places.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that you got to have that customer that believes in you that you can build that building or you can build those homes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another sector. Well, we know
Mm-hmm.
we're pretty much into the education, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, but energy and utilities, that's a whole different thing. You talking about oil, gas? Hey, we ain't got. You got? Over in Africa now, they got a few uh, billionaires dealing
Mm-hmm.
with oil, but not here because they took all the land.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got the healthcare thing. Well, how many black? There's a lot of black doctors, but how many hospitals we got that's black owned? Clinics.
Most of these hospitals are owned by conglomerates.
There you go.
Big pension funds are own these hospitals. But we never got
Hospitality
we
and tourism.
yeah. Uh,
How many hotels we got? Well, we know that we got, and I'm only going to mention this person because you know we got Sheila Johnson. She got her own little resort and stuff like that, and there's quite a few black people that's got their bread and breakfast and stuff like that. But major hotels, no. Even back in the day, we had hotels. I don't think there's any major black person that own hotels now.
mostly by those
Manufacturing,
mostly by those Pakistanis and Indians
yeah,
own those
they
motels and
came
all
in
that.
and took
Yeah,
over.
they came in and took over. That's they thing.
Manufacturing industry products, production, and manufacturing equipment. Now, this
Hmm.
right here to me is just like along with construction. This manufacturing thing, we got to step up, man, as a people. We got to start making our own clothes, making our own little products. I mean, we invented a whole lot of stuff, but somebody took it over and then they started making it and using their product. A lot of people, they don't bother to, I mean, hey, we are very creative people, but we don't manufacture nothing. The one thing that used to tick me off is that when these rappers start promoting themselves and getting other income, and they start making clothes and stuff, they went over to China
Yep.
instead of building their own manufacturing companies or little major manufacturing companies to make their own clothes and putting them in the stores. No, what they did was they went to China.
Right. I don't blame them.
No, well, they could have made their own clothes.
I don't blame them.
Marketing, advertising. I mean, we pretty much into that.
Yep.
Media and communications, we're into that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mining,
Yep. Yep.
extracting of minerals and metals and other resources.
Yep.
Well, we ain't got no land here, bro. So we can't do
Hey,
no mining.
Ted, we got a huge deposit of rare metals and stuff and everything all out in Montana and places like that. Huge
We got no
deposits of these
land.
raw metal. They got the raw materials there, but they can't get the stuff out of the ground and manufacture it. They don't know how to manufacture it. And China has picked that stuff up, man. They manufacturing that stuff. They got the raw material, but these stupid son of a gun and everything won't sit down there. And Biden started it. He gave them several $billions and stuff to get these raw material plants and stuff going up and going and everything. And as soon as he come in office, he cut the funding.
Well, you got
But
to
yet
have
and still, but
geologists.
yet and
You have
still,
to
he's
have
over there.
geologists and
Yeah, he's
engineers to
over
do
there
all that.
betting. Yeah, he's over there begging China for their raw materials, and we got the stuff right here in this country. He's over there jumping on Ukraine and stuff and everything. We got the stuff right here. He's up there begging Canada for it. Canada's mining this stuff and everything, putting it on ships and sending it over there to China so they can manufacture the stuff and everything and turn it into the metals that they can use, purifying it. But they don't have any tariffs. It's free trade. It's back and forth. They don't have to pay any tariffs on it. They send it over there and manufacture and send it back to them, and then they can use it. But he got a tariff on these folks and everything that's screwing every damn thing up. And he's not into research and development. He's cut all that out. He cut the universities out. He cut CDC out. How in the hell are you going to be able to keep up with medicine and different viruses and stuff that's going on around the world and stuff and everything, and you cutting your research and development? You can't survive and stuff doing that. He just he keeps cutting his own throat. And people have realized that outside this country, they realize that he's an ignoramus, and they're using it against him. And we got these people sitting up there and everything, and they falling behind his coattail. Yep. Trump did that. You got Scott Disick. You got Lutnick. Ignoramuses. I'm not gonna call it ignorant because they're not. These are billionaires. You ain't become a billionaire by being stupid, okay? But they're still falling behind it.
Stupid qualities.
Yeah. these folks are worth billions of dollars. You know, Scott Bessent, he's got billions of dollars and stuff. Yeah, and I guess he has tried to tell Trump, so well, we don't need to do this or we don't do that, and he understands that we have to negotiate with China. If it wasn't for Scott Bessent, we wouldn't be still negotiating with China. He's been and ran them off completely. Then China,
Nonprofit,
and China does not
charities,
care, huh?
nonprofit is a sector, and it's
Yeah,
charities, NGOs, and foundations.
and
Now,
guess and guess what, Ted? Every industry that you just named, all those things, artificial intelligence has came in, even in construction. They showed I saw a video and stuff of these robots sitting down there building a house.
I've
they
seen
build
it.
a they build a house.
Yeah, by a
Yeah,
machine. They just
yeah,
standing
on a
there watching
machine.
it.
You sit there
Standing
watching.
there watching.
Watch the machine build a house. And oh man, you've heard of Timberland, right?
Yep.
Okay. He they brought AI, a large language model and stuff inside of his studio, and he asked the AI to create a song for him, and AI within about 3 seconds created a song and started playing it on his machines, on his keyboard and stuff and everything there, and Timberlake couldn't believe it.
They put an AI song on there, man, and I think it almost got ratings.
Yeah, he said, "Oh man, this is that's AI. They created that stuff."
Well, in charities, in the nonprofit organizations, charities, NGOs, and foundations, there's over 1 million NGOs, nonprofit organizations in this country. 1 million. And there's over 10 million people working in those NGOs, nonprofit organizations. Real estate, property development, property management, and real estate services. Well, we know, property, those type of things. We got a lot of brokers and all that.
Mhm.
Retail stores and e-commerce sales. We got a lot of people into that, but we don't have enough retail people. Name brand national retail. We're doing a lot of e-commerce, selling T-shirts and trinkets and perfume and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Sports and recreation. Now, this is another big money maker for black folks: fitness, sports, teams,
Oh, who you
leisure
telling?
activities.
You heard your boy? Then he done already to pull in $14 million. He done pull in more than his daggone salary already. And they said they probably gonna owe him at least 100 million or more in just a few more rides in the set of the sun. He done changed the game, Ted.
Change the game.
He done changed the game. And come to find out, him and his brothers and stuff and everything, the one there in your city, Tampa, he they are partners and stuff and everything in doing this stuff. He did the same thing with his contract. They said that their access, their social media sites, and all the other stuff that they're doing is better than the National Football League.
Dang.
Their thing is better than the National Football League, marketing themselves out there. So the National Football League going to have to start asking them to do their stuff for them. It's that good. So brother man making a lot of money. And his brothers say they're going to make a lot of money. They're going to bypass, they done bypass their daddy. They make more money than their daddy is right now. They're gonna build a conglomerate. They said they're gonna go out there and show the rest of some of these other athletes and stuff how to market to themselves and quit letting the National Football League make money off of them. Name, image, and license. They done brought it to the National Football League.
And these basketball players already making an arm and a leg. They're going to be making
Yeah,
more.
man. Hey, I'm proud of it, man. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it happen. Go ahead on, brothers. Go ahead on. Do your thing. Make that money. Become a conglomerate. They are marking themselves out. And we, Ted, we are missing out on a lot of stuff that is going on out there in sport. I was listening to somebody, one of the announcers and stuff, who was friends with Shaquille O'Neal. Do you know that Simon Gunn owns several big name companies and stuff out there?
Hmm.
He's the owner. He's making money hand over fist. And you look at him and stuff, hey, you think he's stupid. That man making big money out there.
You know, you got a PhD, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got a PhD.
He
You got
making
a
some money.
master's in business.
Yeah, he making some money. They said he didn't turn he ain't he's doing the announcing thing and stuff and everything, but he makes more money and stuff out there in his businesses that he done created or he done bought into and everything than he can make and then announce them. He's pulling in big money.
Well, he do that for, keep his fans, Telecommunications. We don't own no phone services, bro. What about
Ted,
internet providers? We don't do internet providers. Network infrastructure. We don't do no network infrastructure.
we are afraid of our brothers, yellow brothers over there in China. And I would think that if I'm here in the United States, some of their technology I'm bringing over here into this country. If you got a system set up, internet system set up, and you can get information around the world like that, they have created an industry of young engineers right there in China. Millions of them. Millions of them. By using their phone, that WeChat shit. They're creating businesses. They're creating jobs. They're creating all kinds of stuff on them little old phones they got because there's nothing stopping them. The internet is just astronomical. We're worried about 5G. Them folks done went past 5G. They in the 6th and 7th. They don't have Wi-Fi anymore. You don't need it.
What they got here?
They got some stuff called Neuralink.
Neuralink.
Neuralink. They
I've heard
created
that
it.
term before.
Right. They created it. Those folks over there, them engineers created it. The engineers that used to work for Apple.
Really?
Yeah. they they have allowed their public and everything to become AI trained engineers. You watch them. Anywhere you go over into China and stuff, everybody in there got a cell phone, and they on it all the time, constantly. Even the kids, they got a cell phone.
Well, most of our kids use cell phone for social media.
Right, playing games. They cell phones is used for doing something productive, trying to figure out how to make something better.
Transportation and logistics. Trucking, shipping, logistics, and management.
We so far behind, tears of crying shame. We so far behind them, it's a crying shame. They are moving billions of people and stuff on their train system. Billions they're moving. We can't even move a couple million. We ain't got the damn train track. We ain't got the infrastructure. We ain't got the highways to do
Hell, I
anything
think
with.
aviation is getting, it seems like it's tearing apart.
They got trains that they are creating and stuff right now that they don't even worry about a plane because them damn trains will go just as fast as that plane will go. And we still sitting down there with these freight cars and stuff and everything, just barely making up and down, barely getting 50 miles an hour out there on the railroad track. And these people are doing 200 miles an hour freight trains. And they double stacking them, carry more goods for them. And they got driverless trucks.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing. They've been doing that here too.
Yes,
They're
sir.
trying to do
They
that
got
here too.
driverless trucks. They don't even need a driver in there. Let that truck go down the highway, carry goods and services. We so far behind, it's a crying shame.
Cause you know why we're so far behind. And I'm gonna say this. They don't want black folks to progress, bro.
In China, they don't care what color you are. If you got a mind and you can produce something and everything, come on. They don't care.
But this is the problem with America right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're stopping all the innovative. I can't tell you how many probably geniuses
They
they're
are
moving down the way.
stifling our innovation.
Yes.
They are stifling our innovation. Even if they aren't dealing with the schools and stuff, they are stifling our innovation. We have to figure out how to become innovative, how to use what we got out there to create something better. And we are stifling it. We are not dealing it. I think, Ted, that he gotten rid of the Department of Education and stuff and everything because he's figuring that these church schools, these
No,
religious right folks and everything, saying we're gonna build the schools and stuff for you and everything, so don't worry about it. We want to get rid of all the public schools, and the folks who can't go into our schools and everything and stuff, let them be dumb.
yeah, I agree.
Let them
I
be
agree.
dumb. Let
That's
them
the
be
whole.
dumb.
You know, like you say, it's going to be a slow turn, a slow burn, but eventually, because they have already allowed these people to take money out, so somebody can go to a private school.
Mhm. And look at what they're doing and stuff down to all of our college graduates and our trained folks and stuff, especially the women. They got a thing and stuff now, and all of them are doing it now. You're dumb. You're dumb. That's their thing now. You're dumb. Anybody who's got a master's degree, they're dumb. They're DEI. And we're sitting there and allowing ourselves and stuff and everything to act like we're dumb. Because if you keep telling somebody you're dumb, eventually they're going to believe it. These people right there are uneducated like all get out, but they're telling these educated folks, you are dumb. You're a DEI hire. That's the thing. Make them think they're dumb. Take away their history.
Well, here's the thing, though, too. And even if they decide, see, the thing is, a lot of these people major in, sort of psychology, or they might major in social issues, things like that. And those things are helpful as far as helping your community to get well and all that. But business, this country is about business. That means you have to learn the X's and O's of, the accounting structure, the administration, management structure, and the operation. And then you got to have, products to sell. So, and then that means you got to produce jobs where you can hire people. So you can have all that PhD in American studies or African studies or psychology and all that. And that's wonderful. And you're very smart. You're probably very smart in those subject matters. But this country is about production. This country is about creativity, you know. And then these people that do not have those kind of degrees, they might have just a 2 years in college or just out of high school, but they self-train themselves. They learn the codes, they learn the lingo, the terminology, and there you go. And then they're able to get those jobs. A lot of these people, man, only got high school degrees. They learn that terminology and learn those codes and all that. And next thing you know, they're making six figures. That's where the jobs are now. Don't nobody care about, I ain't saying nobody care, but that is needed in certain points. But the point right now is that we're in a whole different thing now. We all about production, producing, finding ways to have a product where you can actually, because in accounting, in accounting right now, accountants are not even needed now because, and that's been a while. Everything, all you got to do is put something in there and then put the foundation of the stuff in, and then any kind of report you want to do, the computer will do it for you. The software is there now.
Yep. They think for you.
It'll do the profit and loss sheets for you. It'll do all of those different analysts,
Right. Absolutely.
analyze this, and
Absolutely.
do this, do that for you.
Absolutely.
So the accountant is really not needed now, Harlan.
You are needed, and that's what happened in China. They're letting their youth and their engineers, young engineers and stuff, who become engineers and stuff. Probably most of them doesn't even have a high school education. They're using the technology that is available to them to create things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they probably do a lot of brainstorming and first
Right.
coming together and just coming up with different ideas.
Right. That's what they're doing. Even in fashions and stuff and everything. You talked about fashions and stuff and creating outfits or whatever. They've got the technology and stuff to create these fashions and stuff. So they tell these machines and stuff what they want, and the machine builds them for them. And if they need any ideas, they tell a machine, this is not what I want and everything. I want this to be created. So they're using the technology at their hands to create what they think that people want to use, or clothing that they want people to wear. And these people are making, these kids, man, and are making huge sums of money and stuff doing this because they figured out how to use that technology to make things better for themselves. That's where we at, and that's what we're gonna have to do. You have to make sure that even if the kids and stuff only want to get into high school or 2 years of college, it doesn't mean that they're dumb. You're smart. They are smart enough to figure out how to do something, and they need to take advantage of it. Man, and it's all around us, Ted. It's all around us. It's all around us. The advantages and stuff of this technology that we have. Yes, all around us. I don't think there's anybody out there who can conservatively say, "Well, I didn't go to school, so I don't know how to do this and how to do that." Yes, you can. You got these machines out there that would do it for you. They would code something for you. You need to be coded, they're coded. You tell the machines what you want, the machines are coded. So anyway, final word, brother. We way past our hour.
Well, the reason why I brought those different sectors up, and then, of course, within those sectors, there's subsection sectors as well in each one of those businesses. However, the thing is, when you find those sectors that you are interested in, and then the ones that you think that you really care about, and you can create stuff out of each one of those sectors, because that's where your money is going to be, in those sectors. But if you just do the regular thing, entertainment or nonprofit or things that we are normally do, which is nothing wrong with that, and you can probably make some good money doing it, but you can make more money if you got an idea. It's just like we was talking about mining. If you're interested in the science of all of that, and you get some backers and where you can get some land, and then you can maybe find some material that is useful. You can hire a geologist. I mean, I'm just saying, it's so many ways other than the same thing. Because right now, what I'm looking at right now is three things that people are trying to do that's hot right now to make money. One is to be an influencer. One is to try to make money in the stock market. And I lost the third one, but it's another one too as well. But I'm just saying, those things, you have to really realize that these people are, it's moving real fast, and then you got to find your way and then get you some people with like-minded spirit and then start creating some type of product that is useful. Don't mean it's going to work, but, nothing beats a try but a failure. That's all I got to say.
Okay, people, we done had our show for today. Thank you for watching, and come back tomorrow, because we are here. We're here with ideas. We're here with whatever you need. We are here with it. And our Democratic friends out there, keep on going. We need somebody out there to fight. We need some fight. That's it. That's all we ask for, is somebody who can fight. And I've been told, my parents used to tell me, do something, even if it's wrong. Do something. Do something. You might run out there and scream and shout at the daggone big old crowd in one of these red states. Just holler and scream. But do something and let them know that you are there, and let them know that you are there for them, and that we're going to have to come together as a group and stuff and everything, because we can't do nothing apart. That's for damn sure. Right now we can't. And that's what this man is dependent upon, that we are doing things apart. And he's showing it. He's sitting there, and we talked about it. He's inviting National Guard military people to come to Washington, D.C. to school or to beat up on the people in D.C., which is, as we know, Chocolate City. It's Chocolate City. And the ironic part about this whole daggone thing, Ted, is all these cities that he done just fooled with, they are ran by black women. They're
That's
ran
true.
by black women. And and those cities weren't chose because of where they at. It was chose because he figured that these women are weak, that he's gonna beat them black women up because they in charge of these major cities.
You got San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You got San Francisco. You got L.A. You got Oakland. You got Boston.
Hey, they ran by women. That's what he is. He's not, and he tried to come into to Chicago and do something. They ran his butt out of there. They ran him out of there. He ain't going back to Chicago no more. Anyway, people, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.